In my opinion, Barack Hussein Obama was the most racist U.S. president in American history. The most fucking racist. 100%. I'm black, white, black, as humanoids on this planet, some of them say. I'm a half and hybrid, which is what Obama is. So, you know how there's that old kind of system of like colonialism and slavery, where slave drivers, who were slave drivers, they knew among themselves another slave driver when they saw one. Well, given that I'm hybrid, I don't know what Obama's thinking. I can't read his thoughts per se. But what I see written all over his motherfucking face, as someone who's the same genetic makeup, essentially, given that he's half white, half black, half white. I just got to make that distinction that he and I are the same half and half. I don't know what he's thinking per se. Maybe I could remote view some of his thoughts, possibly. The point is, just like when one slave driver recognizes and can see another slave driver from a million miles away because they're part of that old boy, old hat, old slave driver network. When I look at motherfucking Obama, what I see written all over his face is dope fiend. Dope fiend politics, i.e., cocaine, bass rock smoker, bass head, motherfucking politics. Now, whether that's true or not is your opinion. In my opinion and my worldview, coupled with, that is, combined with, Hussein Obama's own statements of having done essentially some blow, meaning cocaine, around Harvard campus, somewhere around Harvard campus. It's really sketchy in terms of where exactly it took place. Because ordinarily, if you do cocaine, are in possession of cocaine, knowingly, willfully ingest, that is, take cocaine around a college, university campus somewhere, like a block away or a half a block away in a drug-free zone, usually it's illegal. Usually. In a lot of places, if you're in possession of cocaine in and or around a university college campus, it's usually a motherfucking crime. Now, I understand people with drug addictions, people who claim to be Christian and of some type of religious faith, they may be able to overlook his felonies that would have otherwise been the case. You know, for most people, unless you're privileged, like he is. You know, a lot of people, if you get caught with or do cocaine in and around a college, university, usually it's called a felony. But in his case, apparently it's okay. It's okay for him. It's okay because he lives by a different set of laws, in my opinion. And given that I'm the same color as he is, I don't know his thoughts exactly all the time, but I can tell you what I pick up on energy-wise, in my opinion, in my view, what I see when I peer out into hyperspace, into the multiverse. I see a fucking terrorist. That's my assessment. That's my expert opinion. Now, I know those kids that praise him, those kids that do that, those stupid motherfucking kids that do that dumbass, tribal shit. Obama, Obama, Obama. Like he's the worshipful. Like he should be worshipped. Like he's some type of like master to whom one should bow type shit. Some type of fucking fake messiah. Some type of phony, dope fiend, smoker ass, wannabe messiah. You know, a motherfucker with messianic delusions. You know, smoking a little blow here and there. Or doing it however he did a little blow. Which is usually a fucking felony. But for him, some people like to make excuses. I don't make any fucking excuses for Obama, Huessein Obama, or Barry, or whatever his fucking name is, or wherever he's really from, because I'm supposed to believe that his white Caucasian mother, when she gave birth to him, that the people in the hospital were not sympathetic to and toward her. I'm supposed to believe the whole fucking story and just take it at face value because he has a piece of paper that says that he's from wherever the fuck he's from. Sure, man. I mean, I can go and get a job in a hospital and I can vouch for some people that aren't fucking for real and aren't legit. I mean, people can laser print and fucking forge all kinds of shit. I just don't believe his fucking story. I really don't. I don't believe it at all. I tend to not believe it at all. In fact, it's not even a tendency. It's 100% maximum efficiency that I don't believe his fucking story. I don't know where he's really from. Or maybe I do. But I know this. I know that when I pick up on his energy, when I scan the spectrum, I pick up on evil. And I pick up on a wolf in sheep's clothing. A motherfucker that smiles in the faces of my fellow Americans. This dude, in my opinion, he's a motherfucking imposter. He's a poser and a goddamn motherfucking pretender. I don't really believe that he's Christian, and I don't believe that he ever was. No, I think he's a friend of Iran. I think that he's a friend of Iran. And I think that he is absolutely everything that I've told you that he is, in my opinion. Yeah, you know, Jeremiah Wright was his buddy until Jeremiah Wright said some things that were controversial that jeopardized Barack Hussein's presidential election campaign. So then, Barack Hussein, he had to shift gears real quick. He had to backpedal. He had to pretend like he wasn't friends with Jeremiah Wright. Overnight, all of a sudden, Barack Hussein had to pretend like he was putting distance between him and his mentor, who they both hate America, absolutely despise America. Now, I understand arranged marriages. I understand why people have arranged marriages to make something look like it's not. I understand the whole purpose behind it. I understand the artifice, the deception, and I understand how those who are brainwashed are assimilated into that equation. I totally understand that the acolytes, the neophytes, the newbies, those who are green and wet around their ears, I understand that the disciples, the adherents, those who are part of the cult, the Obamites, I understand who those who are part of Sodom and Gomorrah, CNN, the Fable Factory. I understand how they all must be assimilated into the nebulous nexus of assimilation. I totally get it. It's just, a clone factory where they take these They take these vessels with already bad programming and rewire those already broken systems to be even more broken. I totally understand the assimilation process. And I totally understand dope fiend politics through and through. I know a dope fiend when I fucking see one. A million fucking eons and miles away. Now, I understand also that the propaganda machine on the side of the Obamites, the propaganda machine on the side of the Obamites is almost out of commission. It's down for the count. It's run its fucking course. Hillary, woman down politically for the fucking count. Obama, Huessein, man down politically for the count. Now I know what some are arguing. I know what some are saying to the contrary. But Grove, how could you say man down politically when he's still in politics, in that he's helping or attempting to help and assist those some who might run in 2020? I say to those individuals who question my statements and what it is that I concede and contend, that man down politically for the count. Yes, he had 2 presidential terms. Nonetheless, and despite such, his spell that he had cast has worn off. And many who had been under his spell are now detractors who have awakened. And they can see that they were under a spell. And they understand and acknowledge and realize that they were brainwashed and more or less hypnotized under a spell. So, in that, what I know and what I have observed is that Obama, Barack Hussein, in my professional opinion, was not only never really truly a Christian, but that he was a terrorist in disguise, masquerading as a Christian, pretending to be a proponent and friend of America. Maximum treasonous snake, serpent, viper is my professional opinion. He helped the rise of ISIS by doing little to nothing. He schmoozed with known terrorists, sympathizers, facilitators. He associated with a mentor who despises America. His own wife, that is Barack Hussein's wife, she even said openly that she was never, ever, 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 ever proud of America in her entire adult life fucking time. Until she, as despicable as she fucking is, along with her equally despicable husband, in my opinion, as part of their arrangement, was never proud of America until they believed that they actually had a chance at occupying the White House to further their agenda and their goals. Never, ever, ever, ever proud of America. Her words were that she was never proud of America. That means not one time ever before then. How old was she when she said that? I'm guessing well over the age of 40. So in 4 decades of her lifetime on planet Earth, she, mathematically speaking, as she asserted, had never, ever before that time been proud of America. What a fucking disgrace to America. Obviously, someone who, by her own admission, was never proud. That means hated America. She and her husband who pretends to be a Christian, who pretends that he's going to make healthcare affordable for all, who pretends that he's doing this to stamp out, to tamp down, to squash, to squelch, to curb the tide and flow of ISIS. Only then to later admit that it was all a sham, that it was all a ruse, and that he had done not as much as he could have done, and knowingly and willfully, deliberately, purposefully, knowingly, willfully, purposefully, deliberately, did little to nothing to stop the rise of ISIS. Because these were all problems that he wished upon America, that he projected upon America. Knowing that as long as he kept smiling in America's face and pretending, given the imposter that he was and he is, that America would be asleep at the wheel. And I, one Sir Grove, warned America from day one.